Singapore, a city-state in Southeast Asia, is renowned for its global financial hub, multicultural population, and modern infrastructure. Since gaining independence in 1965, it has rapidly developed into one of the world's most prosperous nations. Known for its strict laws, clean streets, and high standard of living, Singapore excels in finance, technology, and trade. Singapore is a high-income economy known for its business-friendly environment and rapid growth since independence, with an average GDP increase of 7% over the first 25 years. In 2023, its economy grew by 1.1%, with projected 2024 growth of 1% to 3%. Committed to sustainability, Singapore's Green Plan 2030 aims for net zero emissions by 2050. It also ranks first in the World Bank Human Capital Index, highlighting its focus on education and workforce adaptability.
Did you guys know economic activities in Singapore can be categorized into two broad categories, which is goods producing and services producing industries. Gross Domestic Product, or GDP, refers to the aggregate value of the goods and services produced within the economic territory of Singapore. There are many kinds of goods and services that contribute in GDP, such as administrative and support services, professional services, real estate, finance and insurance, information and communication, food and beverages services, accommodation, transportation storage, retail trade, wholesale trade. And for goods, we have manufacturing, construction, utilities, and other goods industries. Do you guys also know that wholesale trade, manufacturing, and finance and insurance activities contribute the most to Singapore's economy, accounting for about half of total GDP. GDP is estimated using three approaches, which is production approach, expenditure approach, and also income approach. The main approach of compiling GDP in Singapore is the production approach. GDP contracted in 2020 after a period of expansion as COVID-19 struck global economies. Singapore's GDP per capita is ranked among the top 10 in the world.
Next is Singapore Gross Domestic Product growth by year. As you can see from 2014 until 2019, Singapore's economy didn't show any significant difference. However, on 2020, the GDP for Singapore dropped into negative 3.6%, as it decreased 3.4% from 2019. The reason behind this is because on 2020, we were facing pandemic coronavirus, so the exportation from Singapore was stuck and their economy were fallen, and this was the lowest GDP they ever recorded. But on 2021, their GDP risen as it recorded 13.5% and the increment was 17.1%. This is because after pandemic, Singapore economy started to recover and their exportation starts to play their important role again, making Singapore economy become one of early countries that successfully recover their economy. On 2022, Singapore economy only grew 0.5% from 2021.
Here are some of policies done by Government of Singapore. The first one is resilience budget that focus on three main areas. First, save jobs and support workers. Second, help enterprise overcome immediate challenges. And lastly, strengthen economic and social resilience. Next is macroeconomic review. It is published twice a year during April and October in conjunction with the release of the MAS Monetary Policy Statement. The review conveys the reason behind the policy decisions expressed in the Monetary Policy Statement with those in the market, analysts, and people in general. Aside from that, in order to ensure medium-term price stability, the Monetary Authority of Singapore established a targeted path for the nominal effective exchange rate of the Singapore dollar. Since Singapore's economy is so open to international trade in goods and services, the exchange rate does matter.
Based on all the data explained by my group members, we can conclude that despite Singapore's strong economy, the country faced a significant inflation challenge in 2022. This was driven by global supply chain disruptions, the Russia-Ukraine war, and local labour shortages. In response, the Monetary Authority of Singapore implemented decisive measures, tightening monetary policy and adjusting the exchange rate to stabilize prices and maintain economic stability. These actions underscore Singapore's resilience and proactive approach to navigating complex economic landscapes.